Good morning, YouTube. Hope everyone is good. It is currently the 5th of July, Saturday the 5th of July. I am 11 weeks out as of tomorrow. It's coming around very quick, very quick. It actually dawned on me the other day that in 14 weeks time, prep will be done. It'll be all over because my last show is in 14 weeks, which is pretty crazy. It's kind of nice how the show calendar is scheduled this year because they're all very kind of close together, so there's no kind of big branching, which I'm grateful for, because branching between shows can be quite challenging, and obviously holding condition can be quite challenging as well. But before I get into this video, gotta do the housework. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. If you're watching the video and you haven't liked it, come on, drop it a like. It really does help. Like, I know all YouTubers say it, but it does help when it comes to the YouTube algorithm, so be nice, drop a like on the video. But I woke up this morning at 172 pounds, which is a new low weigh-in. Very standard kind of week in terms of contest prep, where my body weight elevated during the week and then it's dropped on the weekend. So we shall see what tomorrow brings as well, because usually Sundays is my kind of lightest day. But I have got legs today with my client Tom, who is 4 weeks out of his first show of the season, so it's going to be exciting to see him, link up with him. Obviously we're going to try and keep our training very similar to what we usually would do, but we're going to link up on some exercises that we can. So it's going to be a good video. Make sure you watch along, grab a coffee, grab a Monster and chill out and sit back and enjoy the video. It's just going to be a bit of a day in the life, a bit of a standard kind of video, really, a standard one of my videos anyway. I know these videos must seem kind of very similar, but the reality is that is contest prep. You know, majority of my days, majority of my weeks look exactly the same. So unfortunately, nothing too exciting. But next weekend and for the next video, we're traveling up to Ultraflex to see AJ. So I'm gonna be training push at Ultraflex, and we'll be seeing AJ as well for an in-person check-in, which I'm very excited for. Right, just got back from my morning walk, boxed off, I believe, around 4,000 steps. If anyone is wondering what I use to track my steps, it's this Oura Ring here. I've had an Oura Ring now for probably over 5 years. Honestly, if you're looking for a fitness tracker, it doesn't get much better than Oura Ring. Massive fan. And to be honest, like, everything is just very good with Oura Ring. I've purchased only one Oura Ring, and this is actually my third, because they're very good at like replacing them if they're, you know, the battery dies or the battery starts to go. They're very good. Customer service is very good as well. So highly recommend, especially when it comes to like insights and like data on your sleep and your routine and stuff. Like, Oura Ring is very good, and obviously it has the ability to like track your steps as well, track other variables like resting heart rate and stuff like that. So if anyone is looking for a fitness tracker, 100% recommend the Oura Ring. But yeah, boxed off around 4,000 steps, which is good. That's nearly halfway through my step count. My step count is still 10,000. Of course, had to pick up a Monster, but slightly different one today. We've gone with the Lando Norris. Now, I'd be lying if I said this is my first time trying this one. I actually tried it yesterday, but apparently, according to Josh Dandy, the Dandelion, the podcast OG, you have to have it a couple of times to really have a kind of an established taste with it. If that even makes sense. I think that's just Monster trying to win you over and get you to buy even more. But it does say you'll be won over with the freshest of flavors. So gonna give this a go for the second time. I'll give you guys a review. I remember when I had it yesterday, my review was about 6.5 out of 10. And it tastes a little bit like sugary lemon / watermelon. So it is nice, and it's nice to have a little bit of variety. You know, in prep, there's not many things I can have variety on. So See, having a little bit of a different monster every now and then, it's not going to hurt. But I'll do a little bit of a taste test. Yeah, it's nice. It still tastes exactly the same as yesterday. So, Josh, I don't know where you got that information from, mate. Yeah, it's decent. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the is it like lemon fizz or lemon HDs or whatever it was, rain. It's similar to that. But it's all right. It will accompany check-ins. That's the main thing. But yeah, that's pretty much me set for the morning now. Going to crack on with some check-in work, get majority of my work done for the day before I go and train. Usually how I kind of schedule my check-ins at the moment is prep check-ins usually come in first, as guys on prep are very heavily routine. So usually their check-ins come in fairly early, so I get back to them straight away, and then it'll be everyone else when they come in. And usually what I try and aim for is my response times being fairly quick. Like as I'm sat on my laptop now, you know, I have a kind of a check-in deadline time. Obviously some people do check in a little bit later than that, but I try and advise people to check in before a certain time so I can get back to everyone literally within like an hour or two of them checking in, rather than them waiting, you know, a whole day or something. But, you know, if they do miss that kind of check-in deadline, then it might be a couple hours after because I might be training or whatever, or I might be slightly busy. But usually, or if not all the time, they'll get a same day response. And that's just the service that I like to hold. So I'm going to crack on with check-ins now, and I will see you guys probably for my pre-workout meal. And then we are training legs with Tom. What I want you to implement this week in terms of your routine is all your cardio to be done fasted in the morning. So you wake up in the morning, you go do your cardio, then you come home, have a couple meals. So you give yourself a decent period of time away from the gym. In terms of the bloating yesterday, I think that was just a one-off situation. If it is something that continues, then please do let me know. You know, as you get deeper and deeper into this contest prep, not only is like stress is going to be elevated through just doing more, you're probably consuming more caffeine as well, and just in general, like stress will just be elevated, and therefore, you know, that can impact your digestion. But if it is something that does continue, then we can look to obviously change up the diet a little bit so you're not having any digestive problems, or look to supplementation. Pre-workout meal is going down, same as usual, 100 grams of cream of rice, 40 grams of whey, 2 grams of salt, and 25 grams of nut butter. Recently chose to get the Perform white chocolate whey. Now, I don't know if anyone agrees with me on this, but it's got a weird kind of cheesy taste to it. And I don't know how to describe it, but it just tastes a bit cheesy, doesn't it? Bit of a strange one, but it's still nice. Mixed in with the cookies and cream JP cream of rice. But yeah, just thought I'd add that. Anyway, pretty much done majority of the work this morning. I think I've got one more check-in to do, so I'm going to eat this, do my last check-in of the day, and then we are going to get to the gym in for legs. So yeah, I'm excited for it. It's going to be a big session today. I think I may have already filmed this session before for YouTube, but obviously we're going to film it again and be with Tom. And we're also going to look at him post-workout as well, as he is 4 weeks out of the BNBF Southern. So yeah, I'm going to tuck into this, and I'll see you guys when it comes to pre-gym. I tell you what, this Osmo is honestly unreal. Anyone who's looking to start a YouTube channel, just if you can, get a DJI Osmo Pocket. Like, the face tracking mechanism in it is just elite. It is just elite. But anyway, obviously just arrived at the gym. We are in for legs with Tom. Just a little bit of a rundown in terms of this session. We're going to start with some prime preacher curl, then get into some ab crunch, calves, leg extension, hamstring curl, leg press, pendulum, glute drive, and that'll be job done. I've got some MV Pre here, 21 grams of MV Pre, so a full serving. Little tip to anyone, any natties out there, do be careful with the supplements that you take around competition. Now, MV Pre is prohibited in competition, so meaning you can't take it the day of the show or maybe the week leading up to it. So Make sure if you are taking any types of pre-workouts, make sure you kind of pull them out around 2 weeks out. That's personally what I do anyway. And then I'll just go with a pump product. But yeah, be careful, you natties, because if you get drug tested and you fail because you've taken some weird pre-workout before stage, you'll be fuming, especially if you are natty as well. But yeah, I'm gonna get in the gym now, start with biceps, meet up with Tom, and we'll see how this session goes. Safety first, ladies and gentlemen. Use a fucking seatbelt for your leg extensions. And thank me later. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. Decent session so far. Decent session. I'm about to get into the main work, the exciting stuff now. 2 sets of leg press, 2 sets of pendulum, back off set on pendulums, 1.5 reps as well, which is always exciting. And then 1 set of glute drive, 1 set of biceps. So realistically, not many sets left, but this is like halfway through. This is when it gets challenging. This is when the grit comes out. John! Yes! Shoot! A shoot! Oh, yes! Very, very happy with that top set. Match reps from last week. I believe last time I done this session, I was like 174 point something. 174.6. So 2.5 pounds down, 2.6 pounds down since the last rotation. And match reps on that top set. Back off set now, 4.5, a 1 count pause in the stretch or in the length and range, whatever you want to call it. And then we move on to pendulum. Boom! Pow! Come on! It's always fun when you get pinned. Luckily I'm flexible. The only problem with this leg press is the foot pad's slightly slippy, so my feet do tend to rise up maybe about an inch or so, which is a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. It's still a nice leg press at the end of the day. Let's go then, big dog, come on. Lovely. Move in, move in, move in, move in. Go! Take it there, come on. Move in, move in, move in, stick with. Top set went well, held numbers, 4 plates for 6. I remember when I was like 210 pounds,
I've done 4 plates for 21 reps. And now I'm 172 and I'm holding 4 plates for 6. To be fair though, that was when I used to do it before a leg press. Now obviously do pendulum after a leg press. But back off set now, 3 plates for 1.5 reps. If you're in an off season or in a gaining phase, challenge yourself and do some hard stuff like this, because this absolutely fries my quads. If you're just bored of the old top set back off, do some fun shit as well. Oh yeah. Oh, last exercise now. Decent session. 1 set of glute drive on the booty builder, and then we'll do some posing. And every time for a post workout. 3, 2, my bar. Yeah. Drive. Get those hips further back. Glutes hard. Glutes, glutes, glutes. There you go. Nice. Oh, nice. Right, so that is the session done. Very, very good session. Really, really happy with that one. Very, very happy with that one. Good to see Tom as well. Obviously, we kind of mixed and matched some exercises, tried to link up where we could, but he had hack and leg press today. And then obviously I had a different leg press and pendulum. But it was good to see him in person, looking really, really good for 4 weeks out. Unfortunately, the posing room in my gym does not do anyone justice. You know, he looks very, very good for 4 weeks out. And seeing that he's got a show in 4 weeks, 8 weeks, and 11 weeks, and then 12 weeks. So he's got a bit of time. The aim is to come into that first show around 95%, get the qualifier for finals, obviously do well there, and then push on for the next shows and get 100% in for those final 3 shows, which are quite close together, which is nice. It's just dealing with the branch. You've got to be smart with how you play with it. You know, if he came in 100%, we've then got to hold that for another 11 weeks, which is quite tough. So yeah, he's looking good. I'm gonna get home now, eat my post-workout, and I think me and Kate are gonna go to Blue Water, which will be very, very nice. Good to just get out of the house and enjoy some time with her. As this week has been very, very busy. I'm literally in my final semester of uni and I'm currently writing my dissertation. So it's been fairly busy in evenings writing that, but luckily by mid-August it will all be done. So not long with that. Anyway, I'm gonna get home, listen to some Shaboozey in the car on the way home and get my post-workout in. Right, so we are at Blue Water. Is this going to stay up there? No, that's not a great angle, is it? It's not a great angle. I'm going to have to hold it. Anyway, we've been around a few shops. I did the old slip out though, because I've got a meal to eat, basically. And I did the old, oh, my meal's in the car, so I'm going to have to go eat in the car. Luckily, that gets me out of shopping, because I'm not a massive fan of shopping, if I'm honest. I don't really know many males who are, unless I've got like a holiday booked or something, which we do. We do have a couple of holidays. We've got Berlin at the end of the year for New Year's Eve, which would be nice. We've got skiing next year, but again, you can't really shop for outfits when it comes to skiing. And a lot of the stuff that I'll be wearing in Berlin, obviously, is not in stores at the moment because it'll be in the winter time. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this meal. Luckily, like I said, I've got out of going around the final few shops. One thing I don't understand and it kind of drives me a little bit insane when I go to places like this, is I'm constantly moving out the way of people, but it never seems like people are even making effort to move out the way of you. So it's like just a constant like weaving through traffic, and I just don't understand it. Like, why can't people also make the effort to move out the way? I don't know. Maybe that's because I'm in prep and I'm a little bit more irritable. But yeah, it does kind of grind my gears, because I move out the way for so many people, and then people just walk into me, and I'm like, good, just move. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna eat this meal. This is my 4th meal of the day. Wait for Kate, and then we're gonna drive home, and then it'll be just chilling out for the rest of the day, which will be nice. Right, we're home. Evening attire has been put on, showered, blue light blockers, no strip, too optimal. And I'm also going to take a serving of Trained by JP Dream Sleep, which is something I've been using over this past week. It definitely has helped my sleep, but my sleep is still not great. Like, I'm still struggling to kind of have over 7.5 hours. Usually within an off season, I can literally sleep for like 8.5 to 9 hours. But at this point in time, I am struggling a little bit with my sleep. Like this morning, I naturally woke up at 4:30, which wasn't ideal, but it is what it is. But yeah, gonna take a serving of this. Also gonna have my final meal, which is just beef mince, spinach and asparagus. Nothing too exciting, unfortunately. And then we're going to be watching 1 or 2 episodes of The Resident, and then it's bed. And then it's Sunday tomorrow, which is a rest day, which means get up early, do my cardio, get steps done nice and early as well. And then I've got quite a lot of uni work to do as well. So yeah, that's kind of it for this week's video. Like I said, next weekend's going to be an exciting one up in Ultraflex for a in-person check-in with AJ, and also a push session as well. I've got David coming with us for that one, so he's going to produce a cool YouTube video for that. And then yeah, it won't be too long until client show days. Like I said, Tom is 4 weeks out, so is Owen. So yeah, there'll be show day videos around the corner as well. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video as well. What should I say? Comment beef mince. Why not? If you've watched the whole video, it does really help all the support and everything on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. And obviously, you know, I'm trying to pump these videos out as frequent as I can, you know, and be as consistent as I can as well, with 1 per week at the moment. But hopefully, as things start to cool off in terms of uni work, I can then maybe ramp these up to maybe 2 a week. We shall see. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Hope you've enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one.